Hey y'all, welcome back to Life After Undergrad. I'm your host, Chnoa Manso, and this is episode 19, Be Bold. Today's episode is a little different. It's raw, it's personal. It's me sharing what's really been on my heart lately. This isn't just for grads, the post-grad wanderers, or the dreamers trying to make things work. It's for anyone who's ever felt the pressure to succeed while also wondering if they're even doing it right. Let's talk about being bold, because sometimes that starts with simply being honest. So, earlier this week, I had a conversation with one of my past supervisors, someone I really admire, someone who's mentored me through a lot. We talked about being bold, about stepping into your truth, about preparing for the future version of you, not just surviving as you are now. And something about that conversation cracked something open for me. We were talking about the layers you carry when you come from a lower income background, when you're the oldest sibling or first gen, or when you're not the traditional student. When you go from survival mode to opportunity, it's hard to slow down and reflect. But that's what today's episode is about. Reflection, intention, boldness. Because yeah, I've always said I wanted to be a professor, but it's not just about the title. It's about being a support system for people considering college, for people deep in it, for people just trying to figure out what's next. Life is already hard. And when you add in the weight of identity, access, money, and pressure, it's a lot. There's this moment I keep coming back to. When I was younger, 17, maybe 18, I had this feeling that something bigger was out there for me. I didn't know what, I didn't have a roadmap, but I believed it. Even when life was heavy, even when growing up in a house full of siblings, sharing space, navigating stress, there was something beautiful in it. I witnessed struggle and sacrifice, but I also saw love. I learned to show up for people. I learned resilience, and I now, years later, I'm still learning. This week, I had a moment where I doubted everything. I was overwhelmed, emotional, unsure if anything I'm doing is working, if the podcast matters, if the book I wrote matters, if any of it is helping anyone or impacting anyone. But I realized that doubt, that's just noise, because showing up is the work. If even one person feels seen by this episode, it's worth it. I don't care if I get 0 listeners or 2 or 1,000,000. I'll still be here showing up. Because if someone out there feels even a little more supported, a little more loved, or a little more clear, that's my why. Access to that opportunity. I've always said this platform is about providing access. Access to resources, yes, but also access to your potential. I'm producing a podcast. I'm writing a book. I'm building a website. I'm creating content that I hope helps someone feel less alone. But this isn't about the aesthetic. It's about the intention. Every goal I have now, I asked, what is the purpose behind it? Who am I becoming through it? My mentor said something that stuck with me. He said, don't just plan for who you are now. Plan for your 29-year-old self, your 49-year-old self, your 70-year-old self. And that hit me. If we only plan for our current year-old selves, we won't get very far. We have to start thinking long term. We have to show up for ourselves, and we have to be bold while we do it. And look, I know being bold sounds good in theory, but I'm not going to lie to you. It's scary sometimes. I've had moments where I felt lost, and I do, still to this day. One example, like when I saw my student loan payments this week, I had a mini heart attack. I saw that I owe $1,500 a month starting July 4th. And I just sat there like, how is this even possible? When I signed those loans back in 2019, the IDR, which is the income-driven repayment plan, was an option for paying back my loans and something that I heavily relied on, especially at the level I was at financially. So finding out that this option is no longer available and then getting that notice, it really was a shocker. It really hit me. And it really made me think about like how I got up to this very point. I didn't even get my driver's license until I was 21, and now I'm navigating adulthood, finances, and all these transitions. It's messy, it's not linear, but it's real. And let me tell you, I feel like I super surged into adulthood, especially getting my driver's license so much later. However, I've leaned on my faith more than ever in these past couple years, especially in my college journey. I've had to. And even when things feel uncertain, I remind myself there's a purpose in this, even the hard parts. So, if you're listening to this and feeling unsure about your degree, your job, your path, just know you're not alone. You don't have to have it all figured out. You just have to keep moving with intention. Create space for yourself, honor your pace, and remember this digital world, it's a tool. It gives us access we'd never had before. We can document our growth, track our dreams, build our brands and our businesses and our future selves right now. When I went to Columbia, one of my professors had me build a personal brand as an assignment. I didn't even realize I had one until that project. That's when I turned TVSWCT from a blog into a platform, a brand. It was never about going viral for me or about making millions of dollars. It was about impact, community, reliability. Now, I'm just a 4'11" Puerto Rican with vitiligo. Who wants people to know you can do it too? You can chase your dreams. You can show up imperfectly. You can turn a thought into something real. This podcast, me talking to you, you listening right now, is proof of that. So, as I wrap up this episode, if you take one thing away from this, be bold. Tell your story. Support your future self. Whether you're 19, 23, 29, or 58, this journey is yours. Make it count. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening to episode 19 of Life After Undergrad. If this spoke to you, share this with someone. Leave a comment. DM me on Instagram or TikTok at TVSWCT. And let me know what boldness looks like in your life. I'll see you in episode 20. Until then, stay smart, stay strong, stay showing up, and stay bold.